Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the video. This time's of the Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, normally I don't review Dragon Ball stuff because I have mostly gotten out of it. But my main man KJ called in a favor, aka Public Enema over on IG. I owe him a life debt and he called in his favor. So now I will be reviewing this Goku for you guys. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks Public Enema for it. So let's get started. I gotta say, this is actually a really nice figure. Considering that I've gotten out of Dragon Ball, it's really nice to see how far they're willing to go with improving on the line consistently. Like, even though I very only recently got out, this is still one of the, this is a Goku, yes, but it's getting nicer and nicer as we go along. So I'm hoping the rest of the line actually plays catch up with that. Because with Broly, we actually got something cool and new with the new Vegeta. I mean, even though it's all the same thing, little additions continue to make it better, at least in my opinion. So it works out in that way. So let's jump into another new hair colored Goku. Gotta say, it looks nice. I can't really say too much bad about it because it's, you're taking what's already good and improving on it. So let's talk about it. We have our Ultra Instinct Mastered hair, which looks good in silver. The eyebrows and the eyes actually will pop out the most to me and look utterly fantastic. One of the things I noticed here is that they have added those tiny little significant battle etches and scars along the face, the body, the pants. This is one of those things where it really shows the difference in where they have going. I know tons of people want it to be marked up and they're gonna etch it in and add that shading because that's what they want. A lot of people want more shading. Me, it doesn't matter because if you have the skill, you can definitely just add it in yourself and it's okay. So it's really not something you really have to worry about. So this is pretty cool. So again, if you want to add that customizing shading, you totally can. But the level of detail in the face and the hair is actually a great improvement. The upper torso is probably our newest torso. I've seen a bunch of people do third-party recasting of brand new torsos before this released. So this is definitely one of those things where you see what you're getting, a product of that new stuff, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to compare it to the old body real quick. So you can see I had a custom one made. As you can see here, this is not the mastered version. This is him just learning Ultra Instinct. And as you can see here with our torsos, there's a significant, they look the same, but they're not completely the same. Especially because they have to go with the ripped torso here on Awakening Warrior. Here they resculpted it, made it a bit smaller, added a different skin color. The difference is remarkable. It's pretty cool. As far as our articulation goes, our head can go up, but not too far up, obviously. Our head can look down, can turn to the sides. You can turn it all the way around, technically. All that tilting. As you can see here with the arm, you get to go outward. You have that circular motion that you get here to rotate. You have a bicep swivel, which is pretty tight. And our arm can still rotate all the way around. And we have a double jointed arm. KJ, if I break your toy, I'll buy you a new one. I'm sorry. I know I'm rough with these things. As you can see here, we actually get a little bit of everything here so far. Our torso, we can go left, we can go right, but because of the way the flex of the muscles is, you can't rotate down as you, oh, wait, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I was wrong. So here we are getting that ab crunch here, which I thought we couldn't get, but because you can pull it up and then go onward, go forward, you actually get a nice bit of range. Going backwards, you get a little bit, but not a lot. And you can push back down to even out that ab to make sure there's no direct difference. Can you actually, yep. And if you want, you can actually take the shirt off. So I'm pretty sure once you take off the torso, you can lift the blue off the shirt, which I've just shown to do. Yep, it can lift around on both sides. And the orange here is connected to the blue sash. Now, as far as our leg articulation goes, we can go forwards, we can go backwards, so we can do a lot of plies. Outward, we have, yep, we can go outward as well too. We have a thigh swivel, legs are double jointed, and we have a pretty decent ankle pivot that goes in just about every direction. So this guy's actually looking pretty good. I think that they've, excuse me, excuse me, getting over being sick, so excuse me, guys. Yeah, you actually have a lot of range here, and you get a lot of stuff going. This is actually a quite pleasant surprise. I did not expect this, especially considering it's a Goku. So I know they always take a proper step, but it just, this one looked like the fine dining version of it, where it's, you definitely have a lot going on, but it all works in a great mechanic sense. So let me actually, there we go, fix my, I was too busy not looking into my camera, looking at the toy. So yeah, I like what's going on here. I really do. Didn't expect this, and this is actually quite enjoyable. Now, in terms of accessories and what we get, I feel like we could have gotten more, but I'm okay with what we have, especially if you're doing the consistently buying Goku's thing. You can either swap around hands, do whatever you want. But considering he is a slightly different skin tone, those hands won't completely match, so keep that in mind. Here we have our open Ki Blast hands. We have our Kamehameha hands, which is the standard for a Goku. And we have our martial arts hands. These are all standard things that we're going to get with our Gokus. As far as the faces go, we'll get 4 faces total. Now, you have your standard face that I showed here, which looks pretty good and stoic. We have our grit teeth face. And again, this has the forehead scratches, the side faces scratches. This is actually really cool that they've added those things. Then we have our yelling head one. Then we have the head where it looks to the side. I think this is probably going to be one of the more iconic ones where Goku looks back. And then we also get one of the cooler things is a Kamehameha charge effect. Now, I've already added the plug pieces in, but one of them I did not add for the sake of I want to show you that there are special plug ports along the Kamehameha effect. So each one will plug specifically into. So if you're lost, all you have to do is pretty much match the shapes and they plug in. Oop. And with this one, I left the last one out specifically, but I'm so scared of breaking this. Again, KJ, if I break your toy, I'll buy you a new one, so I'm so sorry. But as you can see here, the shapes here are differently as they line up. And then you go across and you find that you'll see the shapes are different and you line it up. Pushing it in might be a small issue, especially if you are like me and scared you're gonna break it. What I suggest you do is you push from the top and wiggle in, and the same to repeat when you want to take it out. There's also grooves along it, and I'm not sure if you're gonna pick this up, but those are where the hands are gonna go for the Kamehameha hands. You can kind of put them in there to hold it, and they will line up with the significant fingers. So, oh, this is the wrong hand. So there we go. See how to line up in there and just press into. And then you have your Kamehameha wave. Well, this way you charge it up, but yeah. Now, real quick, I'm going to stand this Goku up, and we're going to do a size comparison with the Dragon Ball stuff that I have left, because I actually don't have much left. And then we're going to compare him to some other lines just to make everybody happy. And yes, he will get compared to Goku so you can piss off your friends. I know you guys like doing that, so you totally can do that here. So let's make him stand up and look cool. And then we're going to jump into these size comparisons. First, I want to... There we go. First off, I want to compare him to his Awakening Warrior. And this one is a custom that I had made. This is a orange pear head sculpt. And as you can see here, here's our 2 Gokus. Even the head looks a little bit smaller on this guy than it does on this one, even though he seems to be a little taller as well, too. So even if I even out this body, put the legs a little together, still looks like this Goku's a little bit taller. So he might have a slight height advantage over the previous Goku. Here he is next to Zamasu. Next up, we're going to get our boy Vegeta in here. So we have a lot going on. So yeah. Now we're going to compare it to a new set of guys. Then we're going to do Broly, who looks gigantic over Goku right now, even in the small portion. And then obviously we're going to compare it to our boy Jiren, who is Superman disguised. And as you can see here, size-wise, these guys look crazy compared to Goku, who looks significantly smaller, but he's actually bigger than the Awakening Warrior one. Next up, a Goku Black, which I feel like this would be a good matchup if Goku Black had some sort of Ultra Instinct thing going on. He does have godlike aura, right? And then we're going to do a full-powered Broly to show you the real crazy difference in size, right? Now we're going to compare a few to the other lines. Here he is with a normal SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Kuga. And then he scales well with pretty much other SHF. Here he is with a Mafex Superman for you guys to piss off your friends with. So in case you want to do Superman versus Goku, here he is with a Mafex one looking extremely tiny. And mine has a busted foot. looks pretty good. Here we are with a 1000 toy synthetic human / carb. It's a mixed one. Then we're going to do a Marvel Legends 6-inch Spider-Man. Just so you guys want to mix around your toys and do some Toy Story stuff, here you go. That's pretty much just about everything. Oh, and in case you wanted to have fun with a Mezco, here's a Mezco me with Goku. I am on the Gomez body in case you were wondering. All in all, this has been a fun review. If you are enjoying Dragon Ball, this is definitely a great addition to your line. Me personally, I'm out of the Dragon Ball thing. It's been fun, but it's just not for me anymore. But I gladly can recommend this figure actually being a really good one. It's going to be missing some of that shading that you want, but in terms of getting new engineering and that perfect look, you are definitely getting it. And I hope the rest of the Dragon Ball line continues to do well and go forward in this fashion. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Thanks to KJ. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water. Later.